Hello.
Hello.
I've had a lot of people asking me why you knit flat things in the round.
We do get asked that a lot. Obviously, I'm knitting in the round at the moment, and I'm knitting a flat thing. Hold it straight, Gary, so people can see what you're knitting. So I'm knitting bluebirds again, and this is my original bluebirds. That was knitted the same way. So that was knitted in the round, like that, in one piece, and then I cut up there, which is called steeking, and then I sewed the edges back like that to make it flat. And so why do I knit flat things like blankets and shawls, throws? Why do I knit them in the round? It's simple. Well, it's simple to me. So when I decided that I wanted to do complex surface pattern, I thought to me, well, the way my mind works, the easiest way to do it is going to be if I'm knitting it in the round. And the reason for that is, if you're knitting it flat, so this is what I'm knitting from at the moment, it's a chart for the bluebird pattern. So you knit from left to right. So I'm knitting from left to right, but if I'm knitting flat, I then have to turn the knitting over, and I'm knitting purl, and I'm reading the pattern back the other way. So I'm reading from right to left, and then I'm purling, so I'm looking at the back side of the knitting and reading the pattern back the other way. And that is complicated for your brain to get used to. It's much easier for your brain if you just keep working from there, just keep working right to left, come back round, right to left. So that's the reason. It just means that I can knit complex things quicker because I'm not having to adjust my brain every single row to either plain knitting or purl. So that's the main reason why I do it.
So it's just you're always knitting. You're not purling.
I'm not purling, and I'm always looking at the front of the pattern. I'm always reading the pattern the same way. So it just makes life a lot easier.
So the whole time when you were knitting that, you were looking at that side?
That front, yeah. And the other one that we get asked a lot, we do get asked the same question a lot of times. And what we tried to do with this series of vlogs is to answer a lot of those questions. So if you want to know, so on the back of my knitting, so that's the front of my knitting. Is that okay, Joe? Can I turn it over? And that's the back of my knitting. So what I use is like a no floats method, where there aren't great big floats that, I mean, because I knitted this as a baby blanket, I'm now knitting this as a throw to go over the sofa. But I'm still using the same process. But when I knitted it as a baby, I didn't want the little fingers getting stuck in the back. So I use a no floats method. So if you want to see that, you need to look in the series of vlogs that we're working on at the moment. What vlog's this? 13, Joe? Don't know, do you? You need to look at vlog 8 for no floats. And another thing that we get asked a lot by people is integrated rib. So with an integrated rib, I started doing this just purely out of laziness. I didn't realise other people didn't do it, and I just do them. And then people have said, "Oh, how do you do that?" So I've explained that, and that is in vlog number 9. Is it, Joey?
Yeah, vlog 9.
So it's all knitted in one, and there's no sewing up, and it's all just finished and done. And so you want to look at vlog 9 for that. I'm working on that integrated rib again in my bunny vest. So every time I do it slightly differently. So so there's the armholes, and there's obviously the V as well. So that's the bunny vest. And then there's another thing that people ask.
Colours.
Adding colours. So with the bunny vest, because people say, "Oh, I can see how you, with your method of carrying colour, no floats method, I can see how it works with 2 colours. But what if I want to use 3 colours, or what if I want to use 4 colours? And you know, to me it's the same if you want to use 100 colours. I wouldn't be carrying 100 colours. I would only be working with 2 colours at a time, and I explain that. So that's vlog 10, but you can see what I mean here, where, say for instance, I'm knitting a background colour in the green, and then I go on to the pink, and then I go back to the green and back to the pink. So I'm changing colour across the row. So that's explained in vlog 10. And also I think in vlog 11, because somebody came back with some questions, because that stirred up some more questions. So vlogs 10 and 11, if you want to find out that.
I think it's a bit of a diagram in vlog 11 as well, where you're explaining it.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I do like a diagram. I do like showing people a diagram. And I just wanted to say that when, because we designed this pattern, this is one I was sewing up yesterday. So that's my sewing edge. I've been sewing that edge up, and I didn't finish it. It's still sitting there because I have been working on the new Bluebird in readiness for the that pattern is coming out as a kit. So I'm trying to get that done. Do you want to see that, Joey? You only got to ask, mate. You've only got to ask.
Right, so show us it all the way round and then the inside, because this is also...
Okay, so this is
explain again about knitting in the round.
Yeah, so that's where, if you see there's 4 stitches together in the middle. Oh, move that. 4 stitches together in the middle. That's where I'm going to cut the steek up there. And then this is border, and then there's a border there, and you probably can't see it so it's flowers there, and I've just started the first bird, so that's the first bird's eye there, and the first bird's wing coming down there, and then there's more flowers in that corner. So I'm losing stitches there. I'll just put that over there for the second. But what I wanted to say is, aren't you a bit close in there, Joe, on my face?
I have to keep leaning because you keep moving.
Oh, right, okay. I just wanted to explain that with this one that we designed for people that wanted to learn Farewell. So what I've kind of done over the last year is to give people that want to dip their toe into working with Farewell or stranded colour work. So I came up with this design, and I also came up with other designs. So let me just find. So this one's the Charlie Brown design, which is for people that want to learn to steek. So it's got a big long steek down the edge there.
So did you knit that in the round?
Yeah, it was knitted in the round. It's it's quite a tight little circle, that one, for the Charlie Brown, but because it's quite small, it's for people that want to, and because the pattern is quite regular. It's not exactly regular. The stripes are all different sizes, and that's deliberate. So your eye moves around the design. But this is for people that want to try using 2 colours, a background colour and a foreground colour together. So in order, if you wanted to learn, in order to learn to get to sort of that level, I didn't show you the inside. That's the inside there, Joey. Yeah. I've gone off on tangent again. So if you wanted to learn, you could start with something like this, where it's not steeked, it is knitted flat, and then you will appreciate, because you're knitting purl, you're knitting Farewell, and you're purling, you'll appreciate how awkward that is. I mean, it's doable, it's just a bit more awkward. With this, when you start this is where you learn to steek, but this is for people that want to play with colour. So you change the background and the foreground colours, and you can really play with colour. And then after that, you can go on to do my squares, and then you could go on to do something like this, or something like that. Is that okay? Does that explain why I knit in the round?
Okay, but people can ask questions.
Yeah, just ask questions, and then we'll try to answer in our vlogs. We're trying to do one every day. It's working
No,
out one
no.
every other day, but that's
Or every
okay.
few days. We're trying
Yeah,
our best.
yeah, yeah. Okay, thanks, Jo. So it's goodbye from me, and it's goodbye from her.
Bye.
Thanks, bye.